And so now I'm going to get to the things that I think really made the difference in helping to induce me. Hello there. So I'm assuming if you have come to this video, you want to know how to naturally induce yourself. Perhaps you have come to your due date and you are done being pregnant. You just want to meet your baby, and I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. And my baby is on the bed right now. I might have to pick her up here in a second. So she's almost 3 months old. She's about 2 weeks away from being 3 months old. And when my due date came and passed, I was so ready to be done, like just being pregnant, because I felt huge and uncomfortable. And also my doctor scheduled me an induction, and I really did not want to be induced with Pitocin. I've had Pitocin before with my first son, and I forgot to mention this was my third pregnancy that I did do all these methods with inducing myself. Just to give a background story real quick, I had my first son at 38 weeks and 4 days, and then I had my second son at 38 weeks and 2 days, and then this pregnancy, she came at 40 weeks and 5 days. So I know people go way longer, but for some reason in our, I guess, culture, like medicine culture or the medical world in America, we think that right at 41 weeks the baby is in immediate danger, when really they're not. But that's a whole nother topic that I won't get into. I was set for an induction, and I was trying to bump up that induction date, and we were praying so much because I did not want to be induced with Pitocin. I wanted to have a natural drug-free delivery, and thank the Lord that happened. Like, I'm so grateful. So I'm going to give you guys all of my advice on what I did. Some people might think it's coincidence. Some people might believe in these methods. I think if you're set for an induction date, it doesn't hurt to give these a try, honestly. So I'm going to grab my baby, and then I'm going to get to those methods here soon. Okay, I totally forgot that I wanted to change her outfit to do this video, but I guess she's just going to wear her little sleeper right here. But this is Amelia. So she was born on 4th of July, and my induction date was set for exactly at my 41 weeks. Like right when I hit 41 weeks, they wanted to induce me. So I had her on a Sunday. She was set to be induced on a Tuesday, which was literally 2 days later. I would not recommend some of these if you have not passed your due date, but for some of these you can do throughout your pregnancy. And I will tell you which one I would say to do throughout your pregnancy, so I'll let you know all of the details. But I am by no means, I am not a midwife, I am not a doctor, so definitely if you have any concerns about these, ask your doctor, ask your midwife. I'm not trying to give people medical advice. This is just what I did for my pregnancy with my baby and what I felt comfortable with. So I have some notes here. So for the ones, I'm first going to start with the really simple ones that basically you can do throughout your whole pregnancy, especially when your baby is head down and you want to get them really engaged. But throughout the pregnancy, and you know, if you haven't been doing this, it's okay. Like, you can start now. It's okay if you haven't been doing this throughout your pregnancy. Is light stretching and also walking. When I was trying to induce myself, I did lots of walking, but do not dehydrate yourself. When you're walking, you want to make sure you're drinking fluids, and preferably I enjoyed coconut water when I was pregnant because it has electrolytes, because plain water really just wasn't doing it for me. So you don't want to like be walking a whole ton and then dehydrate yourself, because that can like actually make you have contractions if you dehydrate yourself, and then it won't be real labor. So those two things are basically things for a healthy pregnancy, but it doesn't hurt to try them, to try to engage your baby into your pelvis by walking and stretching. So there's actually videos on YouTube that talk about different stretches to get your baby more engaged, so you can go ahead and look those up if you want. I also did a workout ball, like, you know, those big exercise ball. I would go on the exercise ball and do figure eights, hip circles on them, light bouncing just a little bit, but not like intense light bouncing. But I know that stretching and walking and any sort of like exercise to induce labor can kind of be difficult when you feel really big. So take it easy, don't overdo it, of course. Another thing that I did was I tried eating spicy foods like Mexican food, we tried Indian food, I tried pregnancy pizza, so we just did those just for fun, but they didn't work. I tried those around like 39 weeks, and so now I'm going to get to the things that I think really made the difference in helping to induce me. Number one thing that I did was I did the breast pump method. So I started this 2 days before. Was it a day? I'm not sure if it was like 24 hours before I had her. I think it was, because I did the breast pump method, and I will go ahead and put a picture of the directions that I did in order to use this method. So I'll put in those directions here on the screen, and I did that probably about twice. So you can definitely give that a try. It does not hurt. Doing the breast pump method is completely natural. And how it works is pumping, it stimulates a hormone in your body. I'm pretty sure it's called oxytocin. Yeah, it does not hurt to try that. I mean, I think it doesn't hurt to try because it's natural. You're not doing anything too like crazy. When I was set to be induced, I was actually considering doing the midwives brew, but this is not the midwives brew. I did not do that. So if you are afraid to use the midwives brew, I don't blame you. I was afraid too, and I was considering doing the midwives brew as my last resort, but thankfully I didn't have to end up doing that. Number two is the day I went to labor, I ate a whole pineapple sprinkled in with cayenne pepper. I went to actually my local health store and to pick up a few things to help my labor get going, which I will talk about those other items that I got. But I decided, why not get a pineapple and eat the whole thing? So I did get an organic, non-GMO pineapple, and I ate it. And then number three was Clary sage oil. I've heard about using Clary sage oil from the Mama Natural. I will put in a picture of that book right here. But it's, I think her name is Genevieve Howland, and she wrote a book, like a natural pregnancy guidebook. And in that book, she talks about Clary sage oil. And I used that on the day that I went into labor. So when I went to the health food store, my local one, I picked up Clary sage oil. I think it was like $9, which is not bad at all. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. But what I did was I got like 3 or 4 drops in. I got a carrier oil. You can use like olive oil. And then I did 3 or 4 drops in the carrier oil, and then I rubbed it all over my belly. And then what I also did was I put some on a little washcloth, and throughout the day I was smelling the washcloth to smell in the oil, and when contractions started I kept smelling in the oil, and my labor lasted 4 hours. So I'm not sure if that's why my labor was so fast, because of the Clary sage, but I kept smelling it, and I would say I stopped smelling the oil when I knew that labor was like not stopping. So I think about 2 hours in I stopped using the oil. Okay, so another one that people recommend is sex, and this can be that method, I guess, or trying. It doesn't hurt to try, but I know that it can be hard to be intimate when you feel really, really big. So I didn't really try this one like consecutively every single night or day or whatnot, but we did try it a few times, but it just can be so difficult to do so when you are huge. So let me see if there's anything else I forgot to say. So that is basically what I did to induce her. We were praying so much that I would not have to be medically induced, and I'm so thankful it didn't come to that. And I hope, if you're coming to this video, I hope one of these methods work for you. The top 2 that I would recommend would be the Clary sage and the breast pump method. I guess I should say talk to your doctor before trying them. So that is it for this video. I really hope you meet your baby soon, and I hope one of these work for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day in Jesus' name. Okay, bye guys.